Hey everybody. I just now got down here and getting ready to start setting things up. I just got my last stuff carried down, so just be patient with me. Let me look and see who all's already here. Hey Maurice. Hey Jody. Hey Mike. Hey Ernie. So glad you guys stopped in. Let's see. We'll get the camera. Let me get this set up real fast. Uh, Guys, my tripod is a crazy, crazy thing. It drives me nuts. All right. Hey, Smoke. How are you? Thanks for coming in. All right, guys, I'm going to put you on the thing. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Down East. Hey, Joy. So glad you guys are coming in. I'm going to step away from chat for a minute and get some baits in the water, and then I'll be back to talk to everybody. Let's see if we can get you guys set up here. Let's see. All right. Okay. And right here, all I've got is this rail. I'm not even sure. Can you guys see that? So what I do is I bungee cord them to the to the rail, because if not, my rods would be down the river. Down here. Let's see here. Pocket knife, important. Okay, let me get my bait cut. Where's my knife? I'll let her in the river. Has to be in my other one. Let me check it. Okay. We'll use this. Almost done with my bait. All right. Now the untangle mess with the part right. I've got to get some rod holders. My rods are a mess. I need to wait for that one. Not a ton of current though. We're going to put the big headpiece on that one. And I got some of these wide gap hooks to try. I just thought I would give it a different look and see how if my hookup ratio changed at all. Yeah. There we go. Woo! Big old bloody skipjack. Let's see what we can get with that sucker. Got a good feeling today, y'all. I think that's right. Check it before I try. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna step off camera. All right. I'll give it a minute to settle. I might need to put more weight on it. Check. Okay. All right. And this is just a regular. I think it's an 8/0 circle hook. Maybe a 6. I don't know. I like 6/0. Okay. I'll get a better paint. I know you guys are seeing a lot of my back. I'm sorry. I'll get it fixed in just a minute. Okay. Let me get one more out real quick. Put a piece of chicken with chicken skin on it. Actually, I'm gonna put this on. I have a bad habit of that, forgetting about putting my stinking weights on. And I have to recast. Actually, my bread box is here. All right. I gotta get my bungees on. Gotta get my bungees on. Short people. Okay. Technical error there. But this 2 out and then 1 is out. All right. Grab my bungees. Uh-oh. Bungees are in here. Yeah, they are. All right. 3 lines out, guys. That took forever. Take this mess over here. Hey, everybody. I'm almost there. Need this one loose. world is Oh, oh, wow. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. I never used to do this. Like, draw. All right. Sorry about that. All right, guys. All right. Grab a sinker. A little bit lighter sinker on this one, but not the blood. We all know this is my lucky bass rod that I always catfish with. So catches a lot of fish. The river's still really low today. Really low. other stuff we can do as we go. I want to say hey to everybody. So let me get everything moved around. All right. And I'm going to put bells on because I'm going to be watching chat and not necessarily my rocking much. Okay. All right. Happy with that. Now, we got to figure out a way for you guys to see the rods. Okay. Okay. You guys can you see all 4 rods, everybody? Or do I need to move the camera? Hey, Tom. Hey, Eddie. Hey, Ernie. Thanks for coming in. Do I need to move? Do I need to raise the camera view up, guys? Or leave it like it is? You can see them? Okay. Perfect. Hey, Curtis. How are you? Perfect. Okay. So we will leave that at that then if it's working. Go ahead and get our area fixed here.
Catching anything today?
Not yet, but I just got down here and got my lines out.
Okay, so what do you have to catch?
Catfish.
Catfish?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big are they get?
Here?
Yeah.
So, normally most of them are under 100 pounds, but 70s, between 70s and 40s are pretty typical.
You bring one in by yourself?
Yeah. I love to catfish. I've got all my YouTube friends with me, so we do YouTube on with catfishing. So, yeah, I've always got a group of friends with me, and we just go fish and have a great time.
Great. So now, what do you use for bait?
Skipjack herring, which is that fish right there,
Okay.
or chicken.
They like chicken, right?
Uh-huh. Channels do, yeah.
So what kind of tests do you
Well, most of it is 30, and I have 80 on one.
That's where you're going to get the 100 pounders.
Yeah, that's right.
And you clean them yourself too?
No, I don't keep them. I turn them loose. Yeah, I don't
Catch
keep.
and release.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most
Yeah, with trophy catfish that size, we want them to go back in the water so somebody else can catch them. You know.
So you've read where the Bass Master Plastic is coming back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have the Bass Master Plastic here. Was it last year or 2 years ago?
I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, but anyway, it's amazing what it brings in this town.
Yeah.
Come down and watch that.
Not a lot because I'm usually fishing somewhere else because they're down there on my water. So, you know, either I'm down here fishing or wherever.
So where else do you find the catfish?
Well, at Fort Loudon, Tennessee River, I mean, that's basically what's around here. But I mean, there's catfish in every water around here. There's catfish in ponds around here. Yeah.
I caught a 16-pound catfish
Uh-huh.
in Lake Marion. I mean, it was huge. I thought that was
It was. I caught a. Do you know what a spoonbill is?
Uh-huh.
I caught a 40-pound spoonbill that was 60 inches long a few weeks ago. Yeah.
You need to catch that real quick.
I caught it up at Watts Bar.
Good
Nah.
You are a real fishing lady.
We try.
Well, I don't think we lived on Watts Bar. Right across from us, that's crappie fishing. They say on the border.
Yeah, I love crappie fish too when it gets hot. I go down underneath Concord, underneath one of the bridges.
Yeah.
And I fish the deep piers, and there's always crappie stacked up down there. So yeah,
How long have you
all my life.
been say you got here at knowledge? Well, I hope you have some good luck.
Thank you, ladies. You all have a great day. All right, guys. That was just one of the neighbors. We are in downtown Knoxville, and everybody walks by and talks to you. And it's kind of like we're having them or at the Potomac. It's, there's lots of people. So, and here at Tennessee, we like to talk to people. So we stop and talk, and that's the way it goes. I got to figure out how I can see chat and not get in the way of the rods. How am I going to do this? Wish I had a second device, guys. Sorry. Let me see. Can I see? There we go. I'll take my sunglasses off. Okay. Let's see if maybe. Yeah, I can see a little bit. All right. Hey, Froggy. I'm not sure if I said hey, but hey. Thanks, guys, for being so patient with me. I got a late start and then realized I was out of gas and I had to go get gas. And then I told you guys I'm not great with schedules. But I had to get down to this water. Down at the other spot we fished at before, it was downriver this way. And if you go down through there about 6 miles, that was the first live that I did. And so we just came about 6 miles up the river. And there's a place here, and then there's another place on down a little ways that I fished too. But I don't think I've ever came here and not caught a fish. Not to this location, so. Hey, Alvin. Thank you, Froggy. I appreciate that. I really do. If anybody wants to come up, I can send out a link. I think I can. I think I figured it out. Do I have moderators now? I made mods last night. I was hoping that it would show. I can't see it on my side. Hey, Brad. I got my Brad box over here. I call my box that I keep all my Brad sinkers in my Brad box. Hey, Johnny. Hey, women outdoors. Welcome. Or woman outdoors. Woman, women, all of us. Let's go. And we'll count, let's see. Okay, so this, let's see. This will be 1. This will be 2. This will be 3. And this will be 4. So if you guys see anything, let me know. Hey, Jeremy, welcome. Thanks for coming in, man. I currently have skipjack. I've got a big headpiece, and I've got a body section with lots of good guts in it. And then I got a couple pieces of chicken out. We'll see what they're wanting today. I'd like to get the channel cat stirred up down here. I catch a lot of channel cats down here. And for whatever reason in this area, they like chicken skin more than chicken meat. So I always get a big thing of legs because they're the cheapest, and then I just cut it off. And perfect. I'm not buying breasts I do, but when I'm looking for skin, I always get the chicken legs. Chicken legs, chicken legs. All right, y'all, I got on my dancing shirt. Are you ready? We're going to dance today. We're going to do a 30-second dance party as soon as we catch a fish. No doubt. Ah, thanks, Betsy. Froggy, you'll be wonderful. I'm glad at least it shows that I did make mods because I just went in and tried. Hey, Jody. If this place doesn't end up working out, we're going to load up and go down river. So we're going to give it to about probably 3:15, 3:30. And if I don't get anything by then, I'm moving. This is a lot of stuff to carry for a. Whew, it's a lot. That's what I told my daughter. I said, well, last year it wasn't anything. I just throw everything in the car, be gone, carried it there, carried it back. And this winter I haven't fished as much. And when I have been fishing, I've been on a boat a lot. So I haven't had to carry gear. So now I'm like out of shape for fishing gear. I'm going to have to do a get in shape challenge or something. I know everybody's doing the biggest loser, but I need some weights for be able to lift my rods. Hey, Chad, thanks for coming in, man. Let me see. Post, comment, settings, layout. Okay, I don't know. I was going to see if I could see how to post the link. Maybe somebody come up and help. That would be great because I am seriously struggling reading this chat. Waiting on the kids. That's okay, Chad. Gotta wait on them babies. If somebody will tell me how to drop the link, I will, but I just don't know how to do it. Let's see. Oh, I see, maybe. Oh, wait a minute. I might have figured it out. Okay. Uh, well, it should let me paste, but it's not. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I got the link copied, but I don't know how to post it in the chat. Let me see. I go here. I got to figure this crap out, guys. Let's see. Comments, banner, brand, more, post comment. It just seems like that's the right thing to do. But then it won't post it. Okay, I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Somebody wants to tell me. That would be wonderful. I can put it in my chat. Well, that's what I was trying to do, but whenever I copy it to my clipboard, and then when I go over to the chat and pull it up to post it, it won't copy it in. Hey, Ian. Yeah, I've got some beautiful weather. I sure do. It's a beautiful day. That's why I was like, yeah, I'm going to the lake or to the river or to the water and getting some lines wet today. Let me see. Let me try it one more time. Maybe I didn't. Let's see. So invite a guest, copy to clipboard, and then chat. Yeah, it won't. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to figure it out. I knew I'd end up kicking myself out. Let's see. Let's get you turned back around here so you can get your eye on the rods. Let's see. All right. I'm having technical difficulties. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Can we see the rods? Yeah. Let me see. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. That's better. I'm going to sit on this side and see if I can see Chad a little better. I may maybe too close. This is a bad angle both ways. No, not going to work. Okay. Well, this is as good as I can get it. Let's see. Did anybody ever tell me how to drop the link? I know Brad said I could put it in a comment, but I couldn't get it to work. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Causes Yep. Thanks, Brad. Yeah, I'm lost right now. Not sure what to do. Hey, Clayton. So glad you came by. I'm sorry you've had a rough day, but hopefully it'll get better for you, man. I'm trying to catch them, real beast. There's a trophy catfish right out there. Just getting ready to bite my hook, man. I feel it in my bone. Do you know when let's see. Turn the camera off, then turn the camera in portrait mode. It will give you more room to click to post the link. Okay, I can do that. Thank you, Jody. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off for a minute. Okay. Let's see. Post comment. It won't. There's not a paste. Let me see. Yeah, there's not a paste is my problem. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, I did. And whenever I hold down on the screen, Brad, what happens is it comes up and the normal copy or paste that comes up, but there's not a paste in there. It's copy, share, something, two other things, but there's no paste. It won't paste in there. So I'm not. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, it's nice out here. Sorry I hadn't said hi to you, Tim. I just missed you. Sorry. Then turn back to landscape. Right, but there's still it's still the same menu when I try to go. I go in my three dots under more and then go to where it says post a comment, right? Because that's what I'm doing. Oh, I know. As soon as payday comes tomorrow, I am ordering a new truck. This one is the bane to my existence. It just is. I'm not sure. Ah, okay. There we go. There we go. Now let's get it back up again where you can see the rods. Let's get camera view back. Let me see. Okay, so there's something. Exit style layout. Mute. Okay, I don't want to do any of that. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, guys. I just don't have to do it. I can't get it to respond to me. Oh, come on, fishy, fishy, fishies. Let's roll. I'll give it about 5 more minutes or so. I'm going to recast. Let's see. I'm going to try one more time. Guest. Invite a guest. Okay, let me do this. Maybe this will make a difference. Copy. Okay, let's see if this works. No. No. That's what took me out the last time. Yeah, I don't know. It will not do it for me, so I don't know what to do. I clicked share, but nothing loaded in. It went to a share screen, but that's what it brought me to. Is that where I'm supposed to be? Hey, Mike. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of wind going. It's not a fish. That's the wind. Got a log coming down the river. See if this piece of wood can get on. I think it's hard. Oh, that's hilarious. Put a new thing, a new line on it. I'll tell you what, this thing has got so much memory. That's hilarious. I think I've ever done that. Oh, y'all, I'm not having good luck so far today. Freaking mess. Let me just sit down here and fix it. No idea what's happening in my life right now. Looks like a bigger mess than what it actually is because of the dang line memory. Am I done? Never. Okay. Never ever done that on that fishing rod, ever. Alright. Okay. Cut this. Need to retie that. That's a mess. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'll get this back out there in just a second. Okay. 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 And one more notch tie, guys, and I'll be back in the game. Okay. Okay. Bingo. Back in business. Takes us just a second. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. Lord, have mercy, that was a freaking mess. I said I'll do that on my other poles all day, but on this one, Lord. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, back over here. Sorry, I was gone so long. Let's see. Quiet man. Thanks, guys, for keeping the chat going and stuff. Sorry, I don't know how to bring things up. Kind of feeling a bit like a failure, but I'll get over it. Hold down. Okay, Brad, I see. When you copy text, go to chat. Hold down on where you can comment. It will say paste, and then and it will add it in chat. Okay. But all right, I'm gonna take this down one more time and try it. Let me. Jody said turn off the camera. So cam. Okay. Then. Then. Uh, switch to StreamYard and did it. It goes to share. Sorry, guys. It says comments, banners, and brand at the top. Let me read that one more time, Brad. When you copy text, go to chat, hold on where you comment. but there's not a place for me to comment in chat. That's like, there's not a, on the main screen, there's not a text box. Did you go to more? Hit the share? Thanks, Mike, for understanding. Okay. More. Post comment. Post comment. Oh, it did it. Oh, hallelujah. I think I did it. Did I do it? Did I do it? Did I do it? That's the first time paste has come up. I did it exactly like I done it the other 3 times, but all of a sudden there was a paste. Is it there? Yes. Thank you, Brad. You are a lifesaver. And anybody else that was trying to help me, I appreciate that. Okay, I got a guest in the basement. Let me turn it over. You see, I think I got to... Okay. Wait just a minute. I think I got to turn... Let me turn my camera. Okay. Now, guest, Brad, add to stream. Let's see, does it work?
It's working.
Ah, hey, Brad. Woohoo!
Give me 1 second. My kids ran off with my remote, so I don't want it to echo back through here.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, guys, for sticking with me through that. I'm telling you, I did it the same stinking way 3 times before. There was nothing there. Let me get the phone back on the holder.
All right, now I got my remote.
Perfect. Okay. Let me see.
It took me a second to figure it out on StreamYard. I'm sitting there messing with it. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, I was like, I just don't understand why it won't. I never seen anything that wouldn't post. Let's see. Okay. There we go.
Should be good now.
Is that okay?
Pretty good.
Good. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Good. Yeah, it's pretty up here, but I sure hadn't gotten a bite.
I don't know how much room you have, but if you could slide that back a little bit, it'll show you better and the rods.
Okay. Let me see.
If you could slide your tripod back maybe a foot, you'll have everything in perfect perspective.
Okay.
I don't know if you have room on that.
Yeah. See,
but
let me kind of show you where I'm at, guys. So I'm right here at this retaining wall, and there's the bridge. And then if you turn around, I'm on a little landing at the bottom of a bunch of steps.
Oh, yeah.
And then it goes all the way down there. And the only 2 rails are the one on that end and then the one on this end that I'm leaning against. So
it's a pretty nice spot.
Yeah, it's a beautiful spot. And normally the river is like a foot below this, but that's how low the river is right now. So, okay, let's see if we can get this in a better place.
Yeah, you could take me off screen if you want. That way everybody can see you a little better.
Okay, how do I do that?
That's not a good question for me. It's something with layout, I can tell you that. I just don't know exactly where it's at.
Let me look. Okay, I see layout. Okay, I think I got it.
There you go.
Okay. Hey, I'm figuring it out, guys. Woo, it's good to have friends. Hallelujah.
Well, I'm still new to the streaming stuff too, as far as that goes. So.
Right. I can actually see the chat better up like that than I could below, and I'm not blocking the rod, so I can actually see better.
Yeah. It actually it's a better overall picture too. You can see everything.
Right. Yeah, thanks, Haz. I appreciate that. Yeah,
Has to save the day. That team no scripts on it.
team no script. Yeah, I had two sides on this one. Normally I don't, but I like my Potomac boys. I like them a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty dang good right there.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. I mean, that's not taking away anything. I love Freddie and Chad Dalton too.
Mike
It's just so
Greenwell, welcome in.
you got to get on the time. You got to get on it. Hey, Greenwell. All right. Without burning. I'm gonna stay right here for once I recast these for about 15, 20 minutes, and if I don't get anything, I'm gonna move down.
I don't blame you. It don't look like a bad spot though. I can see a nice little current seam in that water.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is. I mean, like I normally when I come down here, I always catch a fish, at least a fish or two.
Yeah, especially being that close to two bridges.
Yeah,
That structure likes to pile up on it. Them sticks
yeah,
and logs and stuff like to sit there, and then they submerge.
mm-hmm.
They usually sink down. There's usually brush piles and log jams on them.
Yep. And I've caught more fish here, more shallow, than in the deeps. Just here. Okay, I gotta walk over here and do it. Sorry.
Greenwell, I didn't get to watch your new video yet, but it's on the list.
Whose video?
Mike Greenwell dropped a new video today.
Oh, nice. I'd love to go fishing again.
Must be pretty good. Must be the barge one.
Yeah, I've never drug bait, so I'm really curious and interested to try it because I think I'd absolutely love it.
Yeah, I like suspending and dragging baits. It's a lot of fun. The bumping would probably be more fun, but we don't
Yeah,
always have the water current to do it.
right. Yeah, it's you gotta have it, and yeah, I just because I wanna. I've caught a lot of catfish, but I've never felt one actually hit.
Yeah, they
So
do it when you suspend drift off a boat. It gets pretty interesting because usually when they take it it's full steam ahead.
right. Yep.
I'd say it's probably the closest thing you can get to bumping because you're short line.
Uh-huh.
And the fish if they're active they 10 pounder or hammer it pretty hard on a suspended bait.
Gotcha. See, I'm gonna go ahead and move a couple rods on down. I won't be able to see them, but I can turn the camera. Now, nah, I'm gonna wait.
You got them spread out pretty good though.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one of the biggest things I notice about some people bank fishing.
Uh-huh.
When you're trying to figure out where the fish are at, it does not hurt to spread the baits out left, right, short, long.
I keep moving them. Normally, when I'm coming, what I'll do is I'll wait, 20 or 30 minutes, and if I don't get anything, I'll put my bait somewhere else.
Yep. It,
Uh,
it, it don't hurt. Sometimes I'll take and even on the boat when we're on anchor, I'll bump I call it bumping the rod in. I'll turn it a crank or two and move it. Because
yeah,
sometimes if you're just that little bit off, it'll make a difference.
yeah. I got salad. You see salad?
Yep.
Good old salad.
That's the worst kind right there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the worst part about fishing this time of the year, even towards late winter, right before winter. Them leaves and seaweed and
Yes.
it's a lot of garbage.
That one a little different. See if that works. Yeah, I've come down here plenty of times and been packing up and getting ready to leave, and I turn around and one of my fishing rods is laying down, so I got a fish on it. I wish, hey, I got on my new catfish and crappie hat. It's supposed to be lucky, so we're gonna see.
I heard they're pretty lucky.
Yeah, I've heard it too. Been waiting a long time to get one. I finally got my hands on one.
I know I still got to get a couple off of it.
Peepee head. Looking all juicy and delicious.
Yeah, you're just a pretty nice sized bait.
Yeah, that's a big one. I've got the chicken pieces I've got out are small, but the two skippies I've got out are big.
What do you got, a 6-ounce coin on there?
4. 4 holes each day.
Heck yeah.
There's not a lot.
You can see there's some in it, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's mostly wind, really, that's causing the ripples in the water and not so much current. All right, here we go. It's happening to my life right now. One of these days I'm gonna learn how to cast these. Then I'm gonna be a beast. But
Yeah.
until I get it. All right, let's do this again. Here we go. Well, there went my chicken. I don't understand why it stopped. I think it's still on there.
What bait cast are you using, Cause?
It's an Abu 7000. Normally it'll do that like when if I hit the button accidentally because it's right-handed and most of the time I cast left-handed, but I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Like I said, I'm still trying to learn these. I've only fished with these rods like 4 times. And I never had a bait caster before these, so I'm extremely afraid of that rod.
You may tell you a cool trick on the bait casters that'll help you.
200,000,000%. I want all the tips you got. Yes, sir.
When you get your bait on it, I'll tell you how to do something and it'll help you.
Okay.
Because I when your bait changes how much the line weighs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know the little silver spool tensioner on the side of it?
Uh-huh.
Put your bait on, tighten that up, and then hit your button, and then loosen that spool until that line just slowly starts to come down, and it'll help you cast it. And you don't want it to go down super fast because then you'll backlash it. But if you start backing it down, it'll start coming down, and when it starts coming down steady, just steady enough, and then you leave it there, and it'll help you on your cast when you go to cast it out.
All right, well, let's do that. Let me cut a piece of bait.
Because I constantly adjust mine for how much bait I put on it, and it'll help you on your casting.
Okay. Okay, for that, let's try.
I didn't use bait casters for a long time. I used a lot of open faces. Then once I switched to bait casters and understood how to do it, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going back.
Right. Yeah, I know I'm gonna love it once I get it. I've just not got it yet.
Yeah, it takes a little bit. Like I didn't get really good at it. It took me about 4 months to get it to where I
And
was
then,
I was good at it and good at getting the bird nest out of them when I
right,
overthrew.
right. Okay. So okay. So I know it was this.
Yep, it's kind of hard to get to just because of how they put them in there. Just tighten it up where it's snug and let off your button, and it should hold it, and then slowly ease off of it.
Still
Don't go.
going.
Yeah, once it starts moving down, you got to tighten it back. If it goes too fast, tighten it back up a little bit.
And that's on that tension, right?
Yep.
Because it's all the way tight.
So go ahead and click your button to
Okay.
release the spool.
Uh-huh.
Okay, pull your finger off of it. Okay, you need to tighten her up a little bit more.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it doesn't go any tighter. It's all the way tight.
Hmm. It
So
should it should tighten up and hold it.
I can unscrew it. Let me unscrew it. Screw it back. Let's try it. Now, I don't know what's going on. Does it matter? I've got the other job set on 6. Yeah, no, it doesn't hold it. No, no.
Are you doing the star drag or the actual spool tension? I
I did
can't really
both. This full drag is tight, and then the brick thing, it's screwed all the way tight.
Yeah,
So the drag on the reel needs to be normal, right? Or
yeah,
tight.
just whatever you keep it at, but that spool tension's what helps you on your cast.
That's really why I'm not casting very good with it. It's
It,
not working.
then yeah, those spool tensioners should hold when you tighten them up to where they're tight, they should
Uh-huh.
hold the line. They should
Well,
hold
and
the weight of the line.
it did when I first got it because I remember me and Jody did it on her boat, and um, because I didn't know how to set them up, and that was the first time I'd ever fished with them. It was the first time I was on Jody's boat.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, it just goes. No stopping, nothing.
Oh, that's weird.
I
You
don't know what.
you can adjust. Normally, you can adjust those, and it'll control the speed of the line, which helps you cast. Because
Yeah,
if it's too tight, it'll only cast out a few feet, and if it's too loose, you'll backlash.
yeah, that's what's happening then. I'm gonna cast this one out and then check this other one and see if that one stops. Yeah, it's something's happening. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, cause
What?
I'll be right back. I got a phone call I got to take.
Okay, Brad. Thank you.
Yep.
Something's happening here with this. Just lost my bait again. So I'm not having good luck today, guys, on these fishing rods. Okay, I see what's happening. Sure, how that happened, but it's great. Come on. Oh, wow. Okay. Now we're not yet, man. I'm trying. Yep. Really? Yeah, I caught cats here a lot. Yep. This is not my favorite place. It's the closest place. Yep. I just thought, well, I'm gonna go down here. It's close. Have a little fun. Okay, guys, I found out what was wrong with my thing. I'm fixing. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Gotta reposition. Okay. There we go. Let that soak a minute and see how it's going. Hey, Catfish Viva. Welcome. Sunfish for Fish. Welcome. Hey, Steve Mosley. Welcome in. It's a beautiful day out here, but not much bite. I missed anybody, I'm sorry, guys. It's my first one by myself, so I'm still trying to figure it all out. If anybody wants to come up, I'll share out the link. I think I can do it now. I think. What are you fishing for? Just whatever. Yeah. I've got my bait rod. I've just never got it out yet. I've been doing other stuff. Okay. I don't know if you guys have heard or not. I'm sure you did. You definitely heard you were in Mike's live last night, but we are getting ready to start a show. I'm so excited about it. I'm so happy to get to work with Joy and hopefully bring some new people to the community. All right. Clean my knife. It has got nasty skipjack all over it. And I don't know if you guys can see, but across over there, that's Regal. That's the Regal Theaters. That is their headquarters. And the rest of us over there are just family home condo. All right, guys, I'm gonna move down. I'm gonna move down. I'll move the camera view in a minute. But I might as well move down while I can. See if I can get anything to bite down here. Sorry about that. Took me a minute. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I think I'm just going to leave that one here. We're going to go down there and set it the other side. So we're going to move views. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Can you see them, guys? Hey, J-Dog.
Hey, Dan. Let me know if that's okay. All right. Spot number 2. Whew. I need a drink, guys. Good old Diet Coke. Is there anybody that wants to come up? If they are, I'll be happy to drop a link. Hey, Buck. Okay, thanks. Hey, Annette. Hey, Brian. Ooh, big drop. There's the link if anybody wants to come up. All right. Can't see anything, guys. Don't know how many thumbs up I've got, but I hope we've got a few. Hey, Chucky. How are ya? Hopefully, we're going to get a fish, man. I don't think I've ever been down here at this spot this long and not caught a fish. At least of some sort. I think I'm going to go down there and grab my carp rod and put it out. I had to cut it, so I have to retie this one.
Don't see anybody in the basement. So then okay. And mods, I don't care if you drop links or whatever. I'm completely and 100% totally fine with that. So, you want to drop links? You don't have to, but if you want to, that'd be great. I'm at 150, so trying to get to that first 500 mark and can use all of those likes I can get. And subscribers too, for that matter. Need them. Go get a swivel. I'm gonna throw some corn out. Sorry guys, I'm trying to rig. Sure. Okay. Okay, now. Tie my hook on. Okay, there we go. I'll get in there. There. Okay. Now we are good. All right. See if we can get a cart. Okay. About 500 yards down the road, there's a Calhoun's. That's where all the cart hang out because they feed them. All right. Okay. It's right there. Grab a bun. Bring my net with me. All right. We are locked in, guys. Let's see if this spot works at all. Hey, Dale. Somebody come up and hang out with me. I need somebody up with me. I know this has been a boring live. Certainly am not getting any feet. We'll see. J-Dog in the house.
There's the link if anybody wants to jump up and hang out with me for a little while. I think about this place, and I was very reminded of it when I went over there and got my corn. In the summertime, there are so many ants down here. I mean, but in 5 minutes, you've got thousands of ants everywhere. That's the only thing I don't like. I'll fish down here in the wintertime, but most of the time I'll fish down here in the summer. It's these little bitty piss ants, and they're terrible. They sting you. They're not good. Come on, fishy fishies. Come on. Dock where I love to fish the most. I'm going to take you guys down there, but I'm not sure how it's going to work because I don't always have the best signal down there. So I'm not sure if that will work for a live or not, but I'm going to try it. If I was Danny Stone, I'd already have 8 fish on the daggone bank. Daggone it. I'm telling you, fish on the Tennessee River downtown when you don't have a boat, you just can't get where you need to be. There's no way to get where you need to be. No way. I'd like to get right over there on the other side of the bank on those rocks. That's what I'd like to do. Cannot wait to get a kayak, guys. One of these days soon, hopefully. I'll be out on the water, and I'm telling you guys, I'm a humble person, but once I get out on that water, I'm going to kill them. I'm going to kill them. Because I've studied my max enough. Hey, see who's in the basement. Hey, Joey. Wait a minute. Didn't do it right. Had to stream. Hey, Joey.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good, darling. Thanks for coming on with me.
Well, that's good. I decided
appreciate you.
I would have done it earlier, but I was trying to get things settled here. I had to spend the stupid morning at the doctor.
Oh, no.
I hate that. Just
Yeah.
check up, check up stuff, and they want to, take a gallon of blood and,
Yep.
various other things.
Yep. Every stinking year they want the same thing.
Oh yeah. And have
At
you
least
had?
at my age.
And they want you to have like 14,000 shots, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. And she said, well, you need the pneumonia. You know what? Y'all talked me into this stupid COVID crap, and it didn't. Obviously, it don't stop it, so I don't even know why I did it, but whatever.
Well, I could medically tell you why, but we're not going to get into that. My daughter's an ICU COVID nurse, so
okay.
Yeah, so I've got a different perspective on it a little bit, just because I've seen it from the inside.
Yeah, I have both my shots. But I'm saying that, like, they want to see the card every time you go in. I thought, well, didn't y'all make a copy of it or something? I mean,
now, that's a pain in the butt. I agree 1,000,000% with that.
Yeah.
That's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, exactly. But no, me and Scott both had our shots, so
Yeah, and I mean, if somebody doesn't want to get one, okay, I respect that. That's fine. I mean, I don't, but I just,
yeah.
From the things that I know, I can't support that. So I'm not that I'm against. I'm not,
I'll stay neutral in it. Let's just say it that way because it's just better that way. People believe what, and if they believe with their whole heart that that's not the right thing for them, then they should not do it. You
Right.
know,
Exactly.
it is what it is. But I've
Mhm.
had my shots and I've had my booster, and
Yeah.
that's just me though, and that's what I chose to do.
Yeah.
But I just decided, well, if my daughter, she's a nurse, she's on the front lines of all this,
Yeah.
and if she's sick from the vaccine, I'll have the same sickness, so we'll just do it together. So I just took
Yeah.
them. That
Yeah.
was I didn't want to. I didn't want to get them at first. At first, I was like, there is no way. There's no way. And then my daughter, she knows. When I say I no, I mean no, and I
Yeah.
don't say no a lot, but when I do, I mean it. And
Mhm.
she knows that. She came at me a little differently and started showing me different things and saying different things and come at me really gently to let me come to the conclusion on my own that yes, I was going to get it. But yeah, she
Yeah.
because back when they were kids, the human papilloma virus HPV vaccine came out, and the chickenpox shot too. And my kids had neither one of those, just because I didn't know. I didn't feel safe putting it in. I didn't feel safe, so I didn't do it.
Mhm. Yeah. It's awful
I had
pretty.
all their other vaccines, but
It's awful pretty there today where you're at.
isn't it a beautiful? I mean, even if you don't catch a fish, it's just stinking so pretty.
Yeah, we're lucky. It's warmed up here a lot. It's like 64 today, and it's going to be
Yeah,
65, 68 by Friday. So
yeah.
we are definitely going fishing. Probably maybe tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if I'm definitely going fishing. I don't know that I'm going live tomorrow, but um, I'll probably definitely go fishing. I haven't been down to the docks in just a little while, and I need to go down and catch some bluegill to put in the freezer. I've got
Mhm.
some scoopers in the freezer, but I need to get me some more bluegills in there because I catch a lot of fish on bluegill.
Yeah. Yep. That's for sure. You can do it.
Yeah, and I mean around where I fish, I catch a lot of fish on chicken too. It just depends.
Mhm. Yeah, I
But
just put some garlic chicken livers in the uh I took them out of the freezer and put them in the fridge for Scott to use because he's going to use that and minnows probably, and then I'm going to use my strawberry hot dogs.
it's strawberry hot dogs.
I'm
Hey,
what I caught 7 blues on them things here at
hey,
here at our lake. They
there
love
you
them
go.
strawberry hot dogs, and people think I'm crazy, but you know what? Two
Uh
guys that were on the dock that were fishing one day, the
huh.
guy came over and he said, "Well, are them strawberry hot dogs?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Well, do they work?" And I said, "Well, I got 2 fish right
Yeah,
now." And
right.
he's like, "Well," I said, "Do you want some of these? You can try them out." He goes, "Oh, okay." so I gave
Uh-huh.
so I gave him like 3 or 4 of them, and he went. He said, "I'm gonna try these."
Now I haven't tried hot dogs. I've tried Jello or the I've tried strawberry chicken and lemonade chicken,
Mm,
and I've done that, but I've not done anything with chicken liver. Chicken livers are the bane of my existence,
yeah.
and I know how to fish with them. Put them in a sack. Let's do that.
Yep.
I, I went to the craft store because I needed some of that magic thread,
Hmm.
and I couldn't find any in town at the bait shop. So I thought, well, I'm going to go in the craft store and find something. They've got that stretchy cord I used to make bracelets and stuff out of when the kids were little,
Right.
and I got it, but it does not work. So
Oh,
I got to get some of that magic thread or that that finger gauze stuff that I can put them in a pocket because we have a ton of channels around here, and I miss out on them a lot.
hey, Skull Rush, and Mike's checking in again. Mike's fishing home. He's
Hey,
picking up.
Mike, let's go.
He's picking up the kids from school apparently. Uh,
Ah, God,
Brooklyn's honeybees. Hey, how are you? If
that's a new
y'all,
name.
yeah, it is. If y'all are new, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to, and that way you'll be notified every time she goes live or puts
Yeah,
out a video
be,
or whatever.
yeah, and I'm an off the cuff kind of girl, so be sure and click that all
Yeah,
bell because I never know when I'm going live. You just never know with me.
Yep,
And I've
that's a
got a question. Does the honeybees, do they raise bees? Because I watch honeybees all the time. I'm a YouTube junkie when it comes to watching them remove hives and moving swarms and all of that. I love it.
yeah. See, I'm allergic to bees, so I don't fool with bees.
Oh, I'd love to. I would
I have
love
to
to.
I have to keep a pin in my purse or in my fishing pack just in
Yeah.
case. One of those
Yeah.
EpiPens. Yeah,
Yeah.
bees and I don't get along too well.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
No, doesn't sound like it. They don't bother me. I mean, of course it hurts when they sting you, but there's no residual effects with me. I'd like to I don't know that I would like to go all in and have my own hives and all of that, but I would love to go like on a removal or go to someone's hives and set up and just yeah, I would love it. I'm so
Oh,
interested in it.
well, Brooklyn said that they do have a channel showing their journey as beekeepers over the years, and
Uh-huh.
that Mike's Fishing Home sent her over here, and we're awful glad they did. And I'll make
Yeah.
sure that I hook up with you, Brooklyn, after this is over. Okay, I will
Ab-
definitely, I will definitely do that.
Yeah,
And
and if
Mike,
there's somebody in chat that can drop her link, I would appreciate that.
and you got Mike Irvin, um, J Dog's in the house.
J
poor,
Dog.
poor thing, he's about to freeze to death.
Why is he cold? Is he out fishing somewhere?
No, he just said it's cold there. And
Oh,
Froggy said she had to leave, but she'll be back later. Tight
okay.
lines, Miss Cause.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you, Froggy. Well, we are not getting even a stinking nibble. Nothing. What is happening on my Tennessee River?
Well, it was cold. So maybe the water. What's the water temperature? Do you have a way to measure it?
No.
Oh, so you need to get one of those things. You just drop it in the water, and it
Uh-huh.
tells you the temperature. They're not
Yeah.
expensive. They're like $5, and
Ah,
it's got a line, and you just drop it down in the water, and it'll tell you what the temperature is.
I
Because
didn't even know. Hmm.
yeah, because you might get some channels to bite, but your blues
Uh-huh.
and your flatheads, they like it when the water's just a little bit like above 47 degrees.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
that's
I would say just from being on the boat and having a depth finder, I would say that the waters are probably around between 45 and 48. I'd say they're right there in the mid 40s is what I would say.
right. And so if you're at the lower end of that, you see what I'm saying? They like it about 47 degrees. So if you're at the lower end, they're going to be real lethargic, and they're not going to be really wanting to, they don't want to work for food. You got to basically hit them in the head with it,
Yep. Absolutely you do.
you know? And that's
Yeah.
when a lot of times that's when I've been looking at this whole bumping thing from
Uh-huh.
from bank fishing. See,
Yeah.
I thought it was something you could only do on a boat
Right.
until I started looking into it, and I went, well, huh? Because see, we have a boat, but we can't put it in the water right now because the lake is so darn low and there's stumps everywhere, and you take out your lower unit and you're done. You know,
Right.
so
Right.
so we're just pretty much we've been bank fishing and fishing off the pier down there at Minnow Bucket, but they're repairing the dock. So,
Right.
but the place I like to go to anyway is just right. I mean, we can see it from our house. I'm sitting here on the back porch right now, and you can see the lake from our house. So
Nice.
it's like I don't know, 5, 6 blocks maybe down the road, city blocks,
Oh,
I guess, if
that's
you were in the
amazing.
city. But
This place that I'm at here it's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is about 10 blocks from my house.
oh well, see, that's not bad at all. That's
Not at
not bad
all.
at all.
No, not bad at all.
So I know that we're trying to put together some things that we might want to do, you
Yeah.
know,
Uh-huh.
and I've gotten a lot of feedback from people already. that are sending me messages saying, I think that's a great idea. It's about time. You know, that
Yeah.
it's not about being a female, but it's about, having confidence,
Absolutely.
to do something you've never done before. And to take out all the technical terminology. Oh, everybody knows what that is. No, not everybody knows what that is. And to get the basics out there first,
I
you know,
think so.
and I was talking to Mike's home, about and he said that too, there's a lot of single mothers out there
That's
who,
right.
and if we can't get them to do this, if we can't encourage them to do this, then they can't teach their kids. And then those kids grow up and they don't know how to do it either. And especially, I know I have 7 boys, and my boys, they were always, if they didn't know how to do it, they weren't going to ask somebody, you
Right.
know, it's like, I had to teach my 2 youngest sons how to shave because their father passed away. And, so, so I was like, well, okay, let's do this thing. Well, now they both have beards, big beards, because they're like, my mom was crazy. She tried, but there's just some things that moms can't do, but there are a lot of things moms can, you
That's
know,
right.
and fishing is one of them. And it's a great way to get kids out there. It really is. Just get them out of the house and put their stupid phones down or their video games or whatever they're doing, you know?
Yep. And two, that I mean, I never really told anybody about it, but my when I was raising my children, um, I mean, my kids grew up learning to fish and hunt. They're
Yep.
self-sustaining. If you drop them off
Mhm.
in the woods, they're gonna be able to make it with no problem.
Oh, yeah.
Um, all of my family are hunters and fishermen, and they, every, that's all we've ever done my whole life is just hunt, fish, and all that. I never was a hunter. I was a good shot, but not a hunter. And
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Well,
I
see,
remember.
that's one of the things got me put in Facebook jail. Because last year, we had a massive problem with squirrels, eating our duck food and our chicken food and getting up on our porch and everything else. So we started, Scott was trapping them, a lot of them in the yard, you know.
Uh,
And but one day I was sitting there and there was one sitting on the tree and it just was aggravating the ducks to no end. So I went in the house and I just got the 22 and I went out in the yard and I was filming, okay? So
right.
I was making a video. And so you hear this crack. And then I was like, oh man, look at here. And I grabbed the phone. I didn't even think about it. I was so excited. I said, oh, look at here. Got him first shot. And he was hanging from the tree, upside down, bleeding all over the place. Well, Facebook had a fit. They came
Oh no.
unglued when I posted that video. They're like, you can't do that, dispatching animals and all this other stuff. I'm like, oh, brother. So, yeah, that got me put in Facebook jail.
Yeah. Both my kids have killed several many deer, and
Yeah.
but I remember my very favorite memory was a Mother's Day, and we went up to, I want
I
to
credit.
say it was up at Milton Hill Dam, and oh, thanks, Mike. Um, and I remember my son; he was 3 years old, and my daughter, she was 6, I'm 6.5, and wanted to go up there. All I wanted to do was go lay out with my son. I didn't want to fish. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to go lay out with my son for a little while. So I took my chair up there and laid down, just laid right there with the kids. And my son and my daughter, they got down and they moved all the rocks and made them a little live well there and built them up rocks and had them a little seat. And they sat there and fished for hours and had so much fun. And that was just the best day because they had the best time that day. And it
Oh,
was great.
see, that's awesome stuff. It really is. And I think those are memories made. The best memories I ever had was my dad. He let me stay home from school because I broke my arm. I wrecked my bike, and I was
No.
pretty I was pretty wild when I was a kid for climbing trees and doing crazy stuff. But anyway, I broke my arm, so I had one of those old timey casts. The big, heavy, clunky,
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
the white ones, the plaster Paris cast. So Dad
Oh, yeah.
decides he wants to take the John boat out. And he said, well, we can go fishing. And I said, well, okay. So he puts bread bag over my arm with a rubber band.
Uh-huh.
So it wouldn't get wet, right? So of course we go out in this John boat. Well, he gets this big old fish and he's all moving around in the boat. Next thing you know, bam, I'm in the water.
Oh, no.
Well, needless to say, that plastic bag didn't do a whole lot of good. So by the time we got home, here's my dad. He's trying to use my mom's blow dryer to dry the cast, and chunks of it are falling on the counter. And I'm like, Mom's gonna be really mad. Dad's like, he's like, well, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. So my mom
That-
comes home and she was mad because she had to take me to the emergency room to get a new cast put on.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah,
Oh, no. That's hilarious. Yeah.
it was.
We all grew up using the bread bag trick around here and some duct tape.
Oh yeah, duct tape solves everything. Believe you me, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was funny. I remember both of my kids played competitive sports. And one time my son had a big tournament in Hawaii. So we went to Hawaii for 5, 6 days. And it was so funny. It was so funny. It, every time my son, I take him on vacation, the number one focus is no matter what is going fishing. So we have to be near a pier, or we have to. I have walked so many miles on those beaches going from pier to pier so he can fish. But
Yep.
that's what he loved to do, so I took him fishing.
Well, he's gonna remember that. Believe me, he
Yeah,
will. He'll remember
yeah.
that.
I hope he does.
Yeah, he will. Trust me, he will.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll teach his kids, and that's what's important.
Addie,
But
what
that's
are you doing?
that's another reason why I'm so excited about the show is because I was that person. I mean, I grew up fishing for bluegill and all that. I mean, I could do that in my sleep, and bluegills and crappies and all that. But catfishing, I've always wanted to. I just have never done it because my father would never take me. He don't like catfishing. So
Yeah.
I want to get to big.
Addie Mae's going crazy. My dog, because the neighbor's dog is barking. I have no idea why, because the neighbor's dog is stupid, probably. But
God.
I know. And it's funny, though, because the neighbors are quiet. I mean, we're separated. We're out in the country, right? But
Uh-huh.
when their son-in-law comes over, Addie goes crazy. I mean, the hair on the back of her neck stands up. She's like, "Arr." She does not like that guy. And I'm thinking, I trust my dog.
Yes, absolutely,
I absolutely do.
100%.
Yep.
My dog, somebody walking up, I don't take my eyes off of
Exactly.
him. My
Yeah.
dog tells me everything,
Yes, he does.
and he's trained, and he knows well what he can do and what he can't. But he
Yeah.
also knows that I listen to what he says. So,
Yeah. Well, we've been trying to work with Addie. She's a difficult. Even when we got her, she's a rescue dog, and when we
Uh-huh.
got her, she has no social skills whatsoever with people or other animals. She doesn't know how to walk. She didn't know how to walk on a leash. She wasn't housebroke, and she was 6 months old. So it's been a uphill climb to teach this dog. No, you got to go outside.
Right.
And no, you can't just, bark at the neighbor lady, or, when we take her up to the park with us, and this lady was jogging by and she just went nuts.
Uh-huh.
And a man and his son were on their bicycles on the trail, and they were
Mhm.
riding their bicycles, and she's like, I want them wheels.
She's
she's
so,
not, she is not trained yet. So we're still working on it.
yeah.
But we
Well, it's
don't,
a work in progress for most people. I've just always trained dogs, so it's just
yeah,
natural for me.
yeah.
I do it, and um, is that okay?
What? Okay.
Can you see the rods?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
moved it. I had to plug my phone in so that way I
Oh,
moved it a bit.
yeah. No, it's good. No, the thing with Addie is they told us that being there's dog fighting here in Texas. They
Yeah.
don't want to admit it, but it happens all the time. And Addie being a pit bull mix, she's pit bull and boxer. So we think that
Guess what mine is?
yeah, we think probably her mother and dad were fighting dogs, and they kept her chained up to get her ready to fight.
Oh,
And that's why she's so aggressive sometimes. And we don't even know what they fed her or whatever. Some people down here feed their dog gunpowder to make it mean. It's just
it's just so cool.
it
It's
is
so
it
cool.
is just mean.
It's just
And they just
cool.
passed the law you can't chain your dog up no more.
Oh,
Um
that's good. Oh,
yeah,
dog.
exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you have to have a kennel, or you can put it on a lead or a leash or a chain even for a short period of time. But
Right.
you can't just leave it tied to a tree, with a 3-foot chain
Good.
for 6 to 8 months, 2 years, whatever.
Yeah, it's
You know?
about time. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So,
Yeah, I'm a huge animal advocate. I don't mess around. There's
mhm.
few things you don't mess with me, and that's if I see you hurting an animal, we're gonna have a problem every single time. And I don't play about my kids, and I absolutely 100% do not play about my money. Other than that, I'm cool.
Hmm.
But those are the three things that are no nos to me.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Mike Sampson, how are you? LG,
Hey, Mike.
Tom, how are you? Annette's still here. Roland.
Hey, Roland.
Not, I don't. I think that's a new one.
Mm.
I'm not sure. It might be a bot. Are you not a bot? Are you, Roland? Roland's a bot. Yes. Okay. Is there anybody else in here who can put him out? Let me see if I can do it while I'm
Joey,
on
I
here.
made you a mod.
Oh, I already am, honey.
I know. I that's what I'm saying. I made you one.
Oh, I know, but I don't know if it'll let me put it out while I'm in here on the live.
Oh, on screen.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
I don't know if there's any other mods in there or not.
Yeah. Annette's in there. She's a mod.
Okay. Okay. Somebody hit that bot, please. That'd be nice. Yeah, it is a bot in it. Yep, it is. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell. They're getting more cagey on how they do things.
Yep,
Some of
they are.
some of them, the ones that come in, direct. Oh, thank you, LG. Some of them that come in directly. Oh, Annette says she's not a mod.
Well, she should have been because
Well,
I put her on there with everybody else. Let me see. I don't know if I can do it from here or not. No, I'll have to go and do it.
yeah, after the stream.
Yeah, I'll have to go do it after the stream. But you should have been because I went through and I think you were like the second person I modded. And that
Yeah,
if it didn't work, I'm sorry, but it was an accident. You should be a mod.
yeah. Well, Tom got him. So
Good.
there you go.
That's,
That works.
that's my kid, Tom. I love you.
Yeah.
Hey, the bot killer.
The ones that really crack me up are the ones that come in immediately speaking Russian.
Right.
You're like, really? Okay.
No, you're not obvious.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't know. Well, you should count yourself lucky though, because they said you're like being recognized by YouTube when the bots start coming in.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I had bots in my first live too.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
get
have
on
any
the
mods.
algorithm.
Tom helped me with that, trying to because I didn't know how to make mods, and so he helped me with that. So I went through last night, and the people that were in my last live stream, I went through and made mods. Not everybody, but
Yeah. Yep.
But I'll go back and make sure Annette's put on there because she should have been definitely.
Well, and I think that, one of the things that needs to happen is if you are a mod and you see somebody come in who is not, you need to make sure you say hi to that person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because some people are like, well, only favorites or if there's a sea of blue and there's one person who's not, they automatically feel like, well, I must be less than. That's not
Yeah.
true. That's
No,
not.
it's not.
It
It's
isn't.
not true at all. No.
And that's why
Uh,
it's up to the people that are mods to welcome everybody in, except
I
the bots,
agree.
of course. But everybody's welcome. You know.
Yeah. I try to do
Absolutely.
that whenever I get into other people's chats. Like a
Hmm.
lot of people drop it. If there's already people dropping links, I'm going and I'm watching every person that comes in that chat and saying hey to them. Or at
Yeah.
least one person will say hey, welcome. Glad you came. And do I get every one of them? No, of course not. But I try to do that on every single live I go into.
Yeah. Exactly. Hey, David Smith, how are you?
Hey,
Good.
David.
It's good to see everybody in here. It really is. You know.
Yeah, it is.
It's a beautiful day, and we get to watch a beautiful place, and hopefully that bell will ring.
Man.
You know? But it's been tough for everybody. I'm telling you, it has
Yeah.
been. When Chunky goes 3-4 days and can't catch bait,
Yeah.
I mean that's when you know it's bad. Okay,
Yeah.
because people like Chunky and Has and Ernie the Hog Snatcher and Danny Stone, they always seem to catch fish on their lives. Well, everybody's been struggling. Absolutely everybody. But
Yeah.
I just like going with people and watching them, hanging out with them while they're sitting there.
Yeah, me too.
Catching fish is
Too.
great. Yeah, I'd love to see a 60-pound flathead, but
Yeah.
you know, you just do what you got to do.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna freshen up base.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
About
Yeah,
that
I,
time.
I know, Tom. I try to say hello to everyone too, and yeah, your fingers get sore when you enter some places. It'll be like, "Hi, Joy. Hi, Joy. Hi, Joy." Oh man, having to reply to that is crazy. But it's also there's something really nice about saying hi to somebody, being recognized, I guess, by other people. It is a nice feeling. That's why I try to give everybody that feeling if I can. You know. Hi, Retro Oregon. What part of Oregon are you in? Three of my boys live in Portland, and I used to live in Cascade Locks, and I used to fish the Columbia all the time. It's a beautiful place. It really is, but it's really, really expensive. I'm sorry, but it is.
There's so many places that are so expensive to live.
Oh, I'm telling you, it got to where it's fine. When we sold our house and then we moved to I moved to Colorado. And then we moved from Colorado to Texas for the same reason. I mean, that whole part of the United States, whether it's Washington, Oregon, um, Colorado, Idaho, and California, that whole section of the United States is the most expensive place on the planet. It's insane. It is just crazy. So when you're retired, Scott retired last May, and when we were looking at where we wanted to go, and it was either going to be Missouri, uh, Tennessee, or Texas.
Uh-huh.
And so we started looking into all the different scenarios of how it played out. And the reason, Texas, because it's warmer and we didn't want to freeze to death in the wintertime. And also, there's no sales tax here, and the property tax is super, super low. And we
Ah,
and we also got the property where we bought it outright with cash. And so all we have to pay here is electric, our bills, electric and gas, because we have a well, so we don't pay a water bill. Um,
nice.
yeah, and taxes. And the taxes is this year he's got to pay $198 because they give him discounts for homestead because we have ducks and chickens. They give him a discount because he's older than dirt. And no, actually it's over 60, but he's way over 60. No, not really. Kind of. Anyway, and then they give him a discount for being a vet. And I thought that was super cool because there's only 3 states now that give property tax breaks to veterans.
Oh
And
wow.
And I thought that's really sad that, if anybody gets a property tax break, it should be them first,
Right.
but that's just my opinion. So we'll leave that alone.
Right. I do.
Yes, yes, Tom, I repeat the hellos again too, because I can't remember if I said hi or not. And pretty soon you're like, wow, especially in the ones that move really fast. You can't remember if you said hi to somebody. So you do it again and they think, well, she's kind of crazy, you know? But yeah,
Yes,
I do the same thing.
At least I know. All right. Fresh bait on this one.
And what is the bait?
Skipjack and chicken.
Skipjack and chicken. Is it just the skin again?
No, it's the meat too.
Oh, okay.
It's the meat and the skin.
Awesome.
Big old Skippy head didn't get anything, so I'm gonna go to smaller bait and see if that makes a difference. That's the only thing I can do.
Hey, Solo Texan. How you doing? I don't know if it's beautiful where you are, Solo, but it's awful pretty here in Lake Fork. We got 64 degrees today, and we're going to be 68 by Friday. Yeah, David. Yep, I understand that. I do. I used to have reading glasses. Now I have full-on glasses with phenomenal bifocals, which sometimes I have to keep tilting my head back. What does that say?
When I drive and it's raining,
Yeah.
I have to remind myself of that because I'll go blind.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, why am I blind? And it's because I'm looking through the bottom of my daggone glasses.
Yep, looking through the bifocals, and that's why I keep moving them down and pushing them up, moving them down, pushing them up. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And they say you'll get used to them. Oh, that's a lie.
Yep.
But it's funny because me and Scott sometimes, I'm telling you, we get like this bottle of medicine, and he's trying to read it. It's this little teeny tiny writing. He can't read it, so he hands it me. What does that say? I'm looking at it, and I'm kind of like, okay, put 2 times, maybe 2 times a day or what? And I'm trying to read it too. And there's been a couple of times when I just took it in there to Nicole, our daughter, and what does it say? Yeah. Yeah, she's the one that always has to help us when we're doing our live. Sometimes when we first get set up, it'll be like, now which volume? Because what he does is he puts it on his laptop and runs the StreamYard, and then he uses his phone to read chat. Well, you can't have his phone volume on at the same time you have the laptop chat phone. It's crazy. So it usually takes us a couple of minutes to work it out. Hey, Uncle Lou. How are you? Welcome. But I like the fact I get to sit out here on the porch. I love that. I love being outside. I just cannot stand being in the house all the time. It drives me crazy.
Yep.
So pretty much every.
At least I get to be outside. That's why I wanted to be. I had already decided. I scoped out the weather and decided no matter what, I'm fishing today because it's just too pretty.
Yep, it is. Hey, Chucky. Ah, frog hair. Finer. Uncle Louis Finer and frog hair split 4 ways. I ain't heard that in a long time.
I like Lou. He's funny.
Yeah.
Uncle Lou all day. Maybe one of these days I'll have a beautiful plethora of Uncle Lou rods. But until then, Still Team Uncle Lou. Team Uncle Lou. All right, we put new fresh bait on.
Well, that would be good. It
I
should
put
be.
do what?
I said, hopefully that'll be good. Come on,
Yeah,
kitty.
I put Skippy on that one, and then I put Skippy on this one, and that's the only one that's got chicken on. And then this one's got corn on it, and then I've still got the other rod down the other end,
Yeah.
not doing the daggone thing. So yeah, I haven't even got. I've been for about the light. When I moved down here, now I'm
Mhm.
in the shade, and this is like the very first time that I've even felt that it was cool.
Right.
So
Well, that's good.
yeah, the temperature's wonderful. It'll get
Yeah.
dark and drop off fast, but that's okay.
Yeah, I don't understand them people that can fish in a blizzard. I'm not going to do that. I love to fish, but I am too old to be out there in snow and pouring down sleet and rain and stuff like some of these guys do. I mean, they got guts. I'll tell you, they do, or crazy, one or the other. But that's a
I
lot
think
to
I'm
do.
crazy.
Yeah,
I'll fish in anything. I don't care to fish. It doesn't matter to me if it's cold, if it's raining. I don't care about any of that. What I care about is wind.
yeah, yeah.
If the wind is high, yeah,
Mhm. Yes, ma'am.
that's what I avoid. So when I look for fishing days, the first thing I look for is wind. I don't even look at temperature.
Yeah, yeah.
Tomorrow it's supposed to be 5 and 10 mile an hour gusts, which is not too bad. But today we hardly have either. So I was like, yeah, I've got to go fish on Tuesday because it's going to be the nicest in the conference.
Yeah, see, we're the opposite. Tomorrow, we're supposed to be really nice for wind wise, but Friday is going to be the warmest day, but that's all right. It's still going to be 65 tomorrow, and that's more and warm, you know?
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. And the wind, the big thing is the wind. Yeah. Especially here because that's the difference between, lake fishing, pond fishing, and river fishing. In the
Mm-hmm.
river, sometimes the wind, if it's in your favor, you can still get away with it. But here on
Mm-hmm.
the lake, you cast out and it blows it back over your shoulder. There's something wrong with that,
That's right. Yeah.
It don't work, But
Nope.
one of the places we like to go though is like a cove, so
Mm.
the wind doesn't hit us, straight on, and sometimes we do really good. I that's one of the places we've done pretty good so far. You know.
There's a place that I love to go fish, and the fish doesn't move in there very often. It's a little cove, and um, I think that the catfish are in there now. Um, and so I'm gonna go back out there and fish it again. I haven't had a ton of luck, but it just looks like there's fish in there. I haven't figured them out yet. So it's a real nice little cove that comes back, and there's just like a little. It's not even like a full boat dock. It's kind of like just for jet skis and kayaks and things.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I may go out to Farragut tomorrow. I'm not sure. I've been wanting to go out there and fish, and I haven't ever fished out that far. So I think I'm gonna go out there tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that'll be fun. It should be.
Yeah. Yeah, because right now where I can reach from where I'm at, especially on the river, catfish are not. So,
Yeah.
and
Well,
my favorite place to fish, I love it because it's a thoroughfare.
mm,
So there's a bridge that crosses, the lake comes down and it funnels in, right? And it goes underneath, and then the bank goes straight and it opens all the way up on this side. And then there's 3 fishing piers down through there. And it's just like a highway for the fish. They come down through there and they follow this path, and then they go underneath another bridge, and then
mm,
they're back out in the open water. So it's used as a travel way.
right.
And
Yeah.
so I've caught a lot of fish there.
Yeah. See, here we have the 514 bridge, which is right here. Like I said, you can see it from our porch out here, the lake and where the bridge is. And you see every year you see they have big bass tournaments here. They got one they had that was $500,000, a new boat and a new truck. And that
Wow.
boat, I mean, that boat and that truck were both slick. I mean,
Wow.
loaded with everything you could ever imagine. So anyway, at that tournament, you see all those guys rushing to get to that bridge because right there is where the bass and the crappie are.
Right.
Yeah. And you can go out there. One guy went out there just yesterday, and you get a 25 limit on crappie.
Copy.
And so he's a guide, and he took a man and his wife out, and they came back with 50 pounds or 50 crappies. You know, it's
Wow.
crazy. It is crazy. They seem to have done real well. You know.
Yeah.
And here we have more blues and channels, and there are a few flatheads, but not as many as there used to be.
Right.
So I don't know why that is, but we get a lot of blues, you know, but we don't get, 80-pound fish here. I mean, you can. Scott caught an 85-pound fish, but it broke off the line, and then another guy caught the same fish a week later and posted the picture on Facebook. And in the fish had 3 hooks in its mouth, and the middle hook was Scott's.
Wow.
He's like, that's my fish. But the guy put it back, so Scott, now he's on the hunt, buddy. He wants that fish back bad.
He was
So,
wanting.
yeah. So there are some, they can get 60, 70, 80 pounds. But, um, you probably have to be in the boat to get those. You can. I mean, he got that one on the shore. So you can do it, but it has to be a certain time of day and it has to be a certain weather.
That would be the right business.
Right. And one guy was telling us that when the wind blows here from the northwest, the catfish bite better than they do when it's blowing from the southwest.
Right.
I don't know how or why fish know where the wind's blowing, but apparently he swears that's the truth. And he's an old timer. So he said, I don't fish if it's southwest wind. I just don't do it. And we were like, okay,
People figure out those things. I'll be right back. People figure out those things. They believe them.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Hey Dink, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I'm just hanging out with Cause and watching her fish in a beautiful place. Trying to catch something. So far, she's not doing too good, but she just changed bait, so we're hoping that'll help. We hope that makes a difference. It should, but you never know.
Hey, Dink. Sorry I missed you, man. How are you doing? I got my stickers. Thank you. Got them yesterday.
Yeah, we're going to pick our stickers up tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, they turned out really cool. Scott has he used his logo from his YouTube, and it's a flying dragon.
Yeah.
And it really looks cool. They look really cool.
Nice.
I was like, I like those.
Yeah. I love mine. John Parker made mine for me, so he made he made my logo, so.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he's like, I'll change it. I'll do whatever. And I'm like, well, you can, but I like it just like it is.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Just left it like it was.
Well, there you go. That's it.
Yeah.
Right there.
I liked it a lot, so I didn't change it.
Yeah. Well, I'll be right back. Hang on.
All right. Yeah, it is pretty, Dink. It's beautiful down here. We're on the Tennessee River, downtown Knoxville. Neyland Stadium is probably not even a mile from here on the same road. We're right in the heart of University of Tennessee campus. And the first place I was at last time that is where the UT Rowers put all their boats in and things. And then they have a boathouse up here that they have a lot of their kayaks and canoes or whatever they use. And so you usually see a lot of activity down here on warm days like this. There is not much happening. And the river is still, I mean, at least 4 foot down. It's at least 4 foot, if not more. So the river is still really, really low right now. Really low. They're always doing construction. I don't think there's been a time that I've been down here to the waterfront in the last 10 years that I didn't hear a truck beeping. We have two big major bridges. And this one is Gay Street Bridge. And Gay Street Bridge, the bridge right there that goes straight into our downtown Knoxville, takes you right down in the heart of it. So I'm just a couple blocks over. And I think the problem is that the river is so far down because I've never came here and not caught a fish, ever. I've always caught something. But it's been a skunk kind of day. A skunk kind of day. I was hoping after I stuck last week that I'd get one this week. At least one. Come on, kitty kitties. Let's roll. I've been patient. I've been very patient. What was that?
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
I had to pay the parking meter.
Oh, yeah. That's important.
It is. Yep. Especially
It's hard to get now.
for women, you know.
Yep.
Some women you just cough and it's over.
Yeah. That's very true. That's very true.
Oh Lord. Okay,
That's
let's not go there.
No,
No.
I hope I haven't missed anybody in chat. Hey, if I missed you, I don't think I did, but I think I might. I think I got everybody.
Yeah, so far we got Uncle Lou, Mike Irvin, Dink, David Smith, Chucky
Wow.
Morgan. I think that's it.
Nice. Okay, good. As long as I got my hellos out there, I don't want to miss
Oh.
anybody.
Fishing in Freedom. Hey, how are you?
Hey,
No.
fishing and freedom.
No, she hasn't had any luck yet. But it's a pretty
Been
place
here.
to fish.
Yeah. We've been out here since 2, so it's going on 3 hours that we've been out here, and not even a stinking nibble. Not on anything. I guess probably what I'm going to do is fish till it starts getting dark, and then if I don't get anything by then, I'll probably wrap it up and leave. Throw some more corn out there. Maybe a carp.
Retro Oregon's here listening on their phone.
Nice. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. I haven't seen that name. Welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Please hit that like and subscribe button for me. Got a lot of new content coming out. Really excited about what's coming this year. It's going to be a great year.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's going to be a good year.
It's going to be a really good year.
Because like right now, Scott does a live every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central Time, and we've been doing it from the kitchen. But I can't wait till we can do it, out on the dock or on the boat even. That would be cool.
Yeah.
I think it would be really cool.
Yeah. Well, right now my computer is what's holding me up. I desperately need a computer.
Yeah.
I forgot. You know what? Evan can kill me. I forgot to send him a message.
Oh.
I didn't mean to. But
Okay.
um what was I gonna say?
Well, Fishing and Freedom said, good looking spot. Fishing has just been tough today or lately.
Mm,
Got to grind it out sometimes. Yeah, you do. Sometimes you just go and tough it out and say, well, I'll do better tomorrow.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, I've done everything I can. I mean, I've moved once in between, and it's the same stretch of water, but I moved on down, so I'm not fishing the same water. I've changed all my baits, and yeah, there's just nothing else to do. I've placed them in different places, keep casting
Yeah.
them and stuff, and
Hmm.
yeah, if they're not biting, they're not biting.
That's it. Sometimes that's the way it goes. Uh, Retro said I've been subbed a while to uh Cause Retro.
Nice. Thank
No,
you.
yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And like I said, I will definitely check out your channel after we get off of here.
Absolutely, me too.
Hmm.
Yeah, I love finding new channels. I watch all kinds of content. I watch all kinds of stuff. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
fishing. I'm always in the fishing stuff. I mean, always. But I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. I am a documentary person. I like
Mhm.
real situations. I like to learn about real things that have happened,
Yeah.
and so I am a documentary freak. I watch if there's a documentary out, I've probably seen the stinking thing. So
Oh
I
yeah.
just that's just what I like. So I watch a lot of documentaries.
Yeah. Well, we got to the point where told them we didn't want cable because we don't even watch TV anymore. You know.
Do you? I've
So
got my I've got a 60 something inch TV sitting in my bedroom, and I've
yeah,
not turned it on. I don't think in 7 or 8 months. I've not even turned it on.
yeah, we haven't either. Yeah. So
So
yeah, and
I
and
just watch
we're the
them.
same way. Scott loves watching the uh true crime documentaries. You
Me
know,
too.
and
Yeah.
of course he watches every fishing thing there ever was and trapping. He watches a lot. He's got a lot of trapping friends too,
Nice.
and because he used to trap a lot in Colorado, and down here it's like you have to know people. You can't just roll up on somebody's property or whatever. Hey,
Uh,
takedown.
hey, Kenneth, how are you? Thanks for coming in, man.
It's good to see
Appreciate
you.
you.
Yep.
I'm
So
glad to see you, sweet Kenneth.
yeah, absolutely, always. It's
I
always good
adore
to
you.
see. It's good to see everybody. It really
Yeah,
is, and we appreciate you guys coming in. We really do. You
so
know.
much. Yeah, I appreciate you jumping up here and helping me too, Joy. Thank you.
Well, like I said, I was going to earlier, but I couldn't get myself together.
Yeah, I understand. I know there's a million times I want to jump up on a live or whatever. I want to jump up there and then I go to the bathroom and I look at myself and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm probably not going to do that today.
Yeah,
And I go
exactly.
back. I'm like, yeah, no, the day's not going to be the day.
Yeah.
But
And see,
the last
men can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? They can. They can have crazy hair. They can have no hair. They can have a stained T-shirt and whatever, and nobody ever says a thing. But when a woman
time.
goes on, if you don't look at least a little bit put together, they'll be
Mhm.
like, "Well, look at her. What's wrong with her? She must be drunk or something." In my
Yeah. Well, I guess everybody in the community is going to be calling me drunk this summer because now, if the first couple times, if I'm going on a live or something, I'll put my makeup on or whatever. But now, when I fish in the summertime and it's hot, I
yeah,
mean, we were talking about 100% humidity here in Knoxville, Tennessee. So I
yeah,
sweat like a dog, and I'm not wearing makeup to the lake. It's never going to happen. So
no.
nobody's ever going to see me with makeup on at the lake. It is. I promise you, it will never happen.
Well, see,
So,
what I did was, I'm an accountant, and I
mhm,
worked for a bank, a very large bank, and so it was, and I was in the cubicle jungle for
right,
years. And so
right.
it was all about, dresses and pantsuits and high heels and nylons and makeup and hair and all that nonsense. So
I love
when I retired, all that stuff went in a bag. And
mhm.
I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wear jeans or sweats or shorts or whatever I want. I ain't gonna wear shoes most of the time. I don't. And and I'm not wearing makeup. So there you go. I'm just not doing it. I'm too old, and I ain't trying to impress nobody. You know,
No,
if they
no.
don't like it the way it is, then fine. And what
That's
gets
the way I
me,
feel about it. It's hard though as a woman to get over that. I mean, I don't pay any attention to it when I'm not online, but thinking about going online and other people actually see me, I'm like, ugh.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
look, it's a part of fishing. I'm not going to put on my makeup every time I go fishing. It's just not going to happen. So,
hmm And see, these are some of the things I was talking about, the struggles. People don't want to admit that female anglers and male anglers, we face different obstacles altogether. Like
different stuff.
I tell Scott all the time, I can't throw a 16-foot rod. I'm 4'9". You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I can't throw a rod that's twice this size. It's just insane. And I'm like,
Right.
no, that ain't gonna happen. Besides that, if I got 100-pound fish, you'd probably drag me in. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a
Yeah.
good chance that's what's gonna happen, you know. And
Yeah.
and the differences are, it's there are a lot of obstacles for women that men don't have.
That's
Men can pretty much go, let's say, wherever they want.
hmm
Behind a tree, behind a building, off the side of the boat. It don't matter. Women, it's a little more tricky that way. It's
Yep.
not impossible, but it's tricky. you
I
know.
carry my bathroom with me. I mean, I do because I have to.
Mhm.
I've got a bladder condition and I have to go to the bathroom. So I have always off camera got a tent. It's like Haz's. It's a Wolf Wise,
Yeah.
and just that one person tent, and I have a bucket, and that's how I do it. And I mean, I can't sit at the lake because when I go fishing, I'm there all day. I
Yeah.
don't just go for an hour and leave. I'm not dragging all that crap out
Yeah.
to get it all out there and then drag it back home. And I'm a night fisherman. I like to fish at night. So
Mhm.
as soon as it starts getting a little bit warmer, I'll be fishing at night again, and that's when I really love to fish.
Oh yeah. Well, if catfishing, I don't care what anybody
Right.
says. Catfishing at night has always been better for me. I mean, you just get better hits at night. You do.
I just got a hit
Oh, hey, cool.
on this rod right here. That's the second time it's happened.
Come on, fishy fishy. Take the bait.
Yeah. There's something out there looking at it anyways. At least there's life in the water. Thank God.
Mhm. Yep. Do y'all have a lot of gar there in the
Yeah.
Tennessee River?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
We
well
have
could be a problem too.
we have some, but the real small gar. They're not real,
Uh-huh.
and there's not that many. But here, there's a couple places here on the lake where we call it Turtle Cove. You know what I'm saying? The turtles are everywhere, and they will steal your bait in a heartbeat and make you think you
And
got something on there, and it's a stupid turtle.
how are you? Good. These steps are so steep that come down here. They're like 2 feet. Each drop is like 2 feet. It looks like. And so the drops are heavy. And normally I bring my wagon and I set my poles up on my wagon. But here in this spot, I have to get everything out of the wagon, then drag the wagon down, and then so I'll unload my wagon and leave it right here at the top of the steps, and then carry my fishing stuff down from there because it's
Yeah,
just impossible to get that wagon down here.
yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
guess
That's what,
I still
the place we're gonna go fishing on Wednesday. You can take the wagon down on the dock, but then you got to lift it over the thing of the dock to get it onto the beach and blah blah blah. And it'd be the same thing. So
yeah,
we'll probably just carry our stuff down there
yeah,
because we don't take a whole lot of stuff. Oh, and
right.
what I heard an old wives' tale that if you leave your net, like at the top of the stairs
Uh-huh,
or far away from you, okay,
uh-huh.
as far as you can safely without it getting stolen. If you leave your net far away from you, you're sure to catch a fish because then you got to run to get the net.
Oh, well,
And
we
I
can try them.
I thought,
I'll
well,
try
that
anything.
I thought that's funny, but it's an old wives' tale that if you move because you're not expecting to catch a fish, and that's when you will.
Yeah, that's probably about right. Yeah.
That's about right. That's about right.
Yep. That's what they say anyway.
Yeah, there's something is nibbling on that white rod right there. There's definitely something there.
Mm-hmm.
You see it moving?
Yeah.
It may be hooked. It may be hooked up. I don't know. I'm taking it for sure. He's nibbling at something. This is my lucky rod. That's the way it always happens.
Mm-hmm.
I have 80-pound test on 3 rods, and the one that'll get hit is this one, 30-pound braid on my bass rod.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Yeah, you're right, Fishing and Freedom. Sometimes those cats just won't cooperate. I don't know.
I've got one chewing on this one a little bit. It's not definitely not taking. So.
Yeah.
Stay back on there so I can hear it. I can see this other one real good, so I don't have to put a bell on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing about wind though, and bells. If
Yeah.
you're trying to fish in the wind, the bell's going to keep going off all the time, and it may not be nothing on there.
All right. So you know I was telling you about the rowers.
Yeah.
Here they come. So you're going to see this is the University of Tennessee rowing club, and we've got three canoes and 4 boats following. You'll see them here in just a minute. They'll come into view in a minute. They are moving. So
That
it'll
is-
probably get a little loud because they yell at each other and stuff.
Yeah.
Here they come. Look at all that beautiful orange. Go Vols. Let's go. Man, I'm telling you, ain't nothing like orange. It's in my blood. But here they come. You'll be able to see them right now. Here they come. Now let's see. We'll see how far behind I am. There now. We'll see how far
There
behind I
they
am.
are. There they are. We can see them now.
Yeah, they're coming now. See 'em?
Awesome.
Yep, that's the Tennessee Rowing Club.
That's cool.
Yeah, I always see them down here. That's why I was like, I can't believe there's nobody down here when it's so pretty outside. And here they come. Yeah, I can't because they're always down here, man. Goodness gracious, they train. Oh my Lord. And nationally, I don't know where we are in rowing or anything, but
Yeah.
I think it's cool. And I know there's another place that I go fish down, and it's Oak Ridge. I'm gonna go up there too. I'm excited. I haven't been up there in a little while. There's several places I fish up there, and it's closer to Watts Bar, and
Yeah.
they have a huge rowing thing up there as well. And so there's always rowers on the river.
Well.
Some people don't like living in college towns because it's so busy, but I love it. I mean, I've grown up here, and I mean, realistically, there's nothing to do here. I mean, there's just not. We don't have a ton of stuff to do, and so it's always good to, to see different things. With UT, I used to follow like the football team, and I used to know the scores and everything. I used to always watch it. And when they got rid of, oh Lord, I'm having a brain fart. Um, we've had several coaches back, anyways. When they let him go, I was so disgusted. I just didn't even. I'll always be a Vols fan, but I just didn't. I quit kind of following it because it upset me so bad.
Yeah, I can understand that.
What's his name? Lord, I know that man's name like I know my own name. It's after Johnny Majors. It was the next guy. What was his Lord? That was a terrible mistake.
Hey, Rez, how you doing?
Hey,
Good,
Rez!
good to see you.
Yay! I love Off the Rez.
Yeah, me too. Me
I
too.
love it. All my people that I adore are in here. So I love that. So
Yeah,
that's good. I'm not adoring them. I'm not adoring them alone. They like me too. So that's wonderful.
yeah. It's always good.
Yeah. And it's funny because every time Kenneth types something, I hear him say it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I read his writing and I hear his voice in my ear. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I
Mhm.
hear Kenneth a lot every day in my ear.
Yep, it is funny.
Yep. And Roger gets in my ear too. I'll hear him talking.
Yep.
I don't know what it is about those two, but like, Roger, get out of my brain, man. Get out
Yep, that's it
of
right there. And Chad is here, Fields to Water. Hey, Chad,
Hey,
how's it going?
yeah. Hey, Chad. Glad you're back, man. I know you were in here earlier. So glad you're in here. What time we got? 5:08. We're probably gonna fish to about 5:30, and
Yeah,
I was I was gonna keep on fishing, but we're not getting anything, so I'll go to 5:30, and then we'll go ahead and end it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I got to get ready for Scott's tonight. So he's
Yeah.
gonna he goes. See, it's 4 o'clock our time here, so he goes at
Okay.
6. So
Yeah, that way it'll give me an hour to get home, so I can get in his chats for him.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
Yeah. Absolutely. 100%. That's what
Yeah,
we do, man. That's what we
that
do.
that's what we try to do. I try to get into as many as I can. Sometimes I'll be in 2 or 3 at a time. And
Me
there's nothing
too.
wrong with that. And that's,
No.
that's the thing. Scott's like, well, did you see that? And I said, see what? And he said, well, look here. We'll sit at the table. We're sitting right beside each other, right? And he's in one chat and I'm in another. And then I'll flip back over to that one and flip back to the one I was in. He said, how do you do that and
Mhm.
keep up? I said, well, it's multitasking.
Yeah. I
you
mean,
know?
yeah, even if like, this is what I do, and this is probably, I don't know, I could probably do it, figure out a better way to do it, but this is the only way. Like I will in a chat, like, let's say Has is on. We all know I love my Has. So
Yeah.
if Has is on, I mean, I always support him. I'm a member of his channel,
Yeah.
and I'm always there. And then Ernie goes on, and I love watching Ernie. Oh my God, he makes me so happy. And
Yeah.
so I'm going back and forth between Has and Ernie because I adore them both, and I don't, it's like I'll talk for a little while and then I'll disappear and then I'll come back and I'll be like, okay, I'm back, but I
Hmm.
try to be everybody's like on the main shows, especially Doc Tales and
Yeah.
Muskrat Show and
Yeah.
all the main shows. I try to make sure I'm in those.
Yeah.
Uh, but I try to spread it around, as much as you can, but you can only be in so many places so much, and I only have one device, so
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's why it helps having Scott because, he can keep up on some things and I can keep up on some things. He'll be watching Danny Stone and I'll be watching Rustic or, uh, you know,
uh,
uh, Catfish Weekly or something like that. And then he'll be like, what did he say? And I'm like, we'll explain it to each other. And so it kind of
yep,
helps. It kind of helps.
yep,
It does. It
definitely.
helps a lot. You
Yeah,
know?
it would be. It's going to be much better once I get a second device, at least with chat and stuff. I can sit and read chat better and
Yeah.
all of that. I just haven't gotten there yet, but we're getting it.
Yep. That's it right there. Well, it takes time. It's a learning curve for all this stuff.
Absolutely.
Everybody thinks that maybe the younger. I don't mean to say that we're old, but let's face it, the younger people know
Well,
how to do this like nobody. My grandson was just, and I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm telling you, he's a computer genius now. You know,
yep.
and
I, mean,
I hope he goes. I hope he does something with it. You know.
I do too. Yeah, and it's funny because people think. I mean, I'm sure that people look at young people. They look at me, and I'm old now. But I just, when I grew up, there was no internet, there was no YouTube, there was none of that. We didn't have any of that.
Nope.
And the internet came about when AOL was still dial up, and
Yeah.
my kids were getting ready to go into high school. So
Mhm. Yeah.
my kid, Ashley, my daughter, everybody started getting cell phones about the time, let's see, 91, 90, 89, 80, let's see, no, 91. About the time she was 12, and I didn't even have internet in the house yet.
Well, see,
And
that's like with my daughter. I was 17 years old when she was born, and I got married. And so, if you do the math, I'm going to be 60.
right,
So, so Ashley still remembers getting up to turn the channel on the TV.
absolutely.
Because we didn't. I mean, we didn't get the remote. And then they had that thing they called the clicker. Remember, it
Uh-huh,
go click, click. It
uh-huh,
was like a handheld device, and it was huge. It was like a brick,
yeah.
and you just push that button, and it changed your channels for you.
And you want to know something funny? My TV growing up when I was a kid was a little bitty. I think it was 12 inch. It may have been 14. It was little though. It was a little black and white TV. My grandmother bought it from Sears and gave
Mhm.
it to me. And it was the only TV I ever had in my room. And do you know that TV still works to this day?
Oh yeah, I believe
Still
it. I do.
works to this day. It still works to this day.
Yeah.
I'll never get rid of that little TV. That little TV brings back such great memories because, I wouldn't have had a TV. Yeah, and the first remote control, that was mind blowing. But,
Yeah.
then when my kids, all the kids started wanting cell phones. Well, I wasn't down with that. I mean, I was a single mother. I had two kids that were on four different teams. Both of them played regular ball and both of them played travel ball. So I
Mhm.
had four teams I was keeping up with, and I was always with them. I think in my daughter's whole career, from the time she started at 5 years old, I think I missed four games.
Yeah.
So I was there. I'm like, who? What do you need a phone for? Who you gonna call? I mean, I'm right there,
Yeah.
and I finally let her get a phone when she started driving. When she was 16, I got her a phone because she
Yeah.
needed one at that point. She needed to be able to get in touch with me.
Yeah.
But no, my kids didn't have cell phones at 10. And,
Yeah.
we didn't do that.
Well, see, the thing with me is, we had 7 boys and a girl,
Uh-huh.
and when my husband passed away, I still had 5 kids at home.
Oh,
Three,
wow.
three were in high school, and 2 were in junior high.
Oh,
And
wow.
so, you know, it's one thing for a single mother to buy 1 kid or 2 kids something, but it's impossible for one to buy 8 kids or 7 kids, you know?
100%.
And so,
Yes.
you know, it was like, no. So none of my kids ever got a cell phone from me. They all got their own. They all had jobs and, stuff like that. And I remember the first time my oldest son, his feet kept growing and he kept getting taller and taller, and pants get shorter and shoes get too small, and you got to deal with that. And
Yep.
I actually had to go down and sign up for this thing so that he could get shoes and pants for school from
Yeah.
the social Catholic Social Services.
Yeah.
because I'm like, I can't afford all this stuff. And then, of course, one boy had to give the next boy his clothes, and they hated that. But I couldn't buy new clothes for everybody. You know,
Right. I
it just,
mean, you can only do.
I went to Goodwill a lot.
And see, that's the struggles that we're talking about.
Yeah,
That's the struggles, and then that's the different struggle that men and women have.
yeah,
And and there are plenty of men now. I mean, back in my day, back when I was younger and having babies, men didn't. There wasn't a lot of men taking care of children,
no,
but that very quickly changed.
no,
And I mean, any parent that stays at home, whether you're man or woman, they go through the same struggle. It is not easy.
no, it's not.
Keep
It's not.
everybody clothed and fed and happy. It's just it's so hard.
That's why one of the things about women is, back to the single woman with kids thing, or even single women. Single men don't have a problem spending $300 on a rod.
Yeah,
But single women don't have that luxury.
that's
So
right.
we have to teach them to fish with what they have, and let them know that it's okay to not have the latest thing or the
That's right.
most expensive thing. You would still go out there and catch fish and just have a good time.
That's
You know.
exactly right. My little bait rod right here. I love this little rod. And it was the very first one I got when I started fishing from the bank. Walmart special Shakespeare Navigator.
Yep.
And I think it was 19.99 or something. But it got me
Mhm.
out on the water again, got me out fishing again. And
Exactly. Yep.
I'm about that. And then I've got the rod down there. That was my very first catfish rod. That one cost me a whopping $29.99 at Academy. I pulled
Yeah.
in a ton of fish on that fishing rod.
Exactly.
And
That's my point.
I've got
You know?
expensive baboos now. I mean, yeah, I've got nice gear now. I've got a couple of really nice reels and rods,
Mhm.
but that's it.
But
And
that's the thing, is you can work up to it.
yeah,
As
I didn't need them. I can
yeah,
fish it. I can catch them on what I got. I
yeah.
just wanted them. Is what it
Eh,
was.
Well, yeah. You know, that's like Scott got me a Abu Max X.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I love that rod. He's, what do you want for Christmas? Well, I want a fishing pole.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, well, my wife would kill me if I gave her a fishing pole. Why? You
Right.
know, did you ask her if that's what she wanted? No, probably not. Because
Right.
then in some cases, if a woman gets a fishing rod, then that means she expects to go fishing with him, and he don't want that to happen.
Right.
You know,
Right.
that's it right there.
That's it.
That's called plain truth.
Yeah. That's
You know.
that's right. But no, yeah. I mean, look, I got these Abus because I went ahead and got these. I was going to get the 6500, but I went ahead and got the bigger ones because I do go fishing in the ocean every time I can. So anytime
Yeah.
I can get anything planned, I'm gonna go to the ocean and fish because I
Yeah.
absolutely love it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Uh,
It's a whole
and I
different
wanted to be
animal.
able to take my gear and have something that was actually going to that I could actually take over from one to the other. And the
Mhm.
7,010 it fit the bill of what I was looking.
Right. Well,
So,
that makes sense. Well,
but
I do, I do have one story too. It's a hunting story though. But we, my husband was and his friends were all getting ready to go deer hunting, and they're all painting their faces, and they got all their gear on, their fancy camo and their deer scents, and they're spraying each other down. They left their clothes outside for like 3 days and all this nonsense. So they all go tromping off to the woods to go deer hunting.
uh,
So me, after I got done doing the dishes from breakfast, I jump in my truck, drive down the road where I knew there was this meadow I'd seen deer in, and
uh,
I get out of my truck and I sit on the side where they can't see me, right?
uh,
And
right.
and, and I'm just sitting there, and here they come, two does and a buck right in the sunlight, and bam, I got one. So I called my
Oh,
sister, and she had to come down there and help me put it in the back of the truck. So I get
Right.
home and it's still laying in the back of the truck. Well, they come in, all these guys who spend all this fortune on all this fancy hunting stuff, right? And they come in and and my husband says, "What's in the back of that truck? Who got that deer?" I said, "I did." He said, "When did you do that?" I said, "After breakfast." He's like, "Are you kidding me? They didn't get nothing. And here I am. I didn't spend a dime on any of that fancy stuff. Didn't have any deer scent or my face painted or nothing. I didn't even have camo on. I had on a flannel shirt and jeans. And I went and
Yeah.
shot a deer." And they
Look,
were all like, "That girl got a deer and we didn't even get one." Well, there you go.
or you should have hunted like a girl.
Yeah,
You should have
exactly.
hunted where you knew where they were, like I did.
Yeah, you just pay attention, you know? But no, you got to have all this fancy tree stand stuff, and then the fishing's the same thing sometimes.
Right.
Where the guy who has all the most expensive fishing gear don't get a fish, and the one who's got a little Zebco pole pulls in, 10 times more fish.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. You just never know. You just, like I said, I got the Abus just because I wanted something. I tried to do my research and figure out what was cast good from the bank,
Mm-hmm.
but needs for rods is going to change because once I get on a kayak, I'll be looking at a different set of requirements that I have. So these rods will be perfect. And I have a hard time with them. Well, number one, I'm new to bait casters, and number two, I just these things. The only thing I don't like about them is they are heavy,
Yeah,
and I mean heavy.
yeah,
These reels are big, and they are so heavy.
yeah.
But my favorite rod, my lucky rod right here,
Yeah,
this rod is an Abu Garcia Max Pro, which is almost exactly like the one you've got.
right.
And I love this fishing rod.
Yeah.
I can use this fishing rod. I mean, a country mile.
Mm-hmm.
I can, I can, I can
Kenneth,
throw.
Kenneth said, "Cause, can you get to that bridge and cast to up current side of the bridge pillows?" But I think he meant pylons.
Yeah.
Ken-
No, I wished I could. If I could get up there, I would. There you can't get access up there. They've got it. Normally you can. There's a river walk to where you can walk. I mean, way down there, down where I fished the first time, and then all the way up. But they've got it closed doing construction on it,
Yeah.
and the area that's down there to where I can go down there and fish, they've got it closed off too. There's a right here, right above me. There's a dock that you can fish off of where you don't have to bring everything down the steps, but they've got it closed off too. So
Oh man.
yeah.
Jeremy Tournament Cats is in here,
Hey Jeremy.
and Gene Watkins.
Hello. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna rinse off all these ants off my thing using my net. Oh, that was my corn container, and I had about 4 million ants on it.
Oh, yeah, that happens.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, okay. Honey, I'm gonna have to get off of here because I gotta pick something for them to eat before we do. Like I said, we're gonna go live at 6. So.
All right. Well, it's 5:25. I think everybody. I'm just gonna go ahead and end it. I'm gonna go ahead and start carrying stuff up. I got my rods in. So thank you, Joy, for coming up and helping me. I really appreciate you so much.
No
I'll
problem.
see you when you're live. And thank you, everybody, for coming by. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button for me. And we will definitely talk to you later tonight in chat. Thank you
Awesome.
so much, everybody, for coming. Thank you.